Anaise, move right quick. I'm finna whip this. This a barbecue. I'm feeling really good, man.
We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't turn nobody with the trick. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get janked. Call me a river, get through with this. Bad and bullshit, bad.
Welcome back to another video. My name is Anaise Tranee. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for returning. So today it's a story time, and we're gonna get into the time where I went over to Tamela house and it turned into a brawl. If you don't know who Tamela is, go watch the AZ Storytime and you'll know exactly who she is. But before we get into it, I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you can know every time I post a new video. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna give a little backstory for those that don't know. Me and Tamela, we've been friends for a really long time. At the time of this event, we have been friends for about 12 years. So we working on 20 years now. Oh gosh. But anyway, so we've been friends for a while, and I hadn't seen her in a long time because I had just had my daughter. This was 8 years ago. So I had just had her. She was maybe 3 or 4 months old at the time. And she called me and she said, hey, I'm having a barbecue. And I want to say, oh, maybe she was about 6 months or so. Because I think it was a barbecue for either like Memorial Day or maybe 4th of July. So I'm not sure, but she was really small. So small that I was still breastfeeding her. And I stopped breastfeeding at like 9, almost 10 months. So she was younger than that. She was younger than a year. She was way too young to be at a fight. But anywho, so Tamela, she invites me to the house and I'm like, oh yeah, well, you know, I got the baby. And she's like, oh no, it's kid friendly. My sister's gonna be here. She has her daughter, and you know, everything's gonna be cool, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to this barbecue, right? So I go to her house and I'm like the first one there besides her sister who's already there, right? And so she told me like it's gonna be like this big family event. Not a lot of people, but you know, I'm expecting there to be, you know, quite a few people there and stuff. And we're just sitting there talking. She's cooking and stuff. I think I got there pretty early. I think it was like starting at like 2 or 3. I probably got there 11 or 12, right? Because, you know, I want to see my friend. I want to kick it or whatever. And so we just sitting there talking. I'm kind of helping with the food, but of course, I got the baby or whatever, but it's a good time. We listening to music and I'm feeling like, oh my God, you know, I'm getting myself out, you know, cause it's hard sometimes when you first have a baby, you don't be going nowhere, right? So I'm getting out the house, like, you know, I'm kicking it. I'm feeling like myself. I'm feeling really good, man. So then so she just catching me up on, you know, some of the stuff that's been going on in her life and stuff. Like she had a ex-husband and she was like updating me with him and stuff like that, and she's like, yeah, you know, I've been going through with him. Her sister talking about, you know, some things that's been going on with her. I'm talking about some things that's going on with me. Everybody just sharing. We doing what girls do, right? Okay, so now the food is like almost ready. She like tell me like, oh yeah, everything will probably be ready in like an hour, whatever. You know, I'm getting hungry. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, right? I actually, like I said, I was still breastfeeding, but I had made sure I pumped, like I had like 4 bottles because mama was having a drink tonight. Okay, so I had my little bottles in the refrigerator so my baby could eat, and we having us a little drinky drink. But you know, I only had like 1 or 2 because I really didn't drink like that because I'm a stay-at-home, full-time breastfeed mama. So anyway, we sitting there, we just kicking it, and all of a sudden, I hear some banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, damn, they got a police knock on them, you know? So I hear the banging or whatever, right? And so I tell her, I'm like, hey, Tamela, you know, somebody's at your door. Because I was sitting in her living room, right? So, okay, so picture this. Let me set the scene because this is important. So her front door is like over here, right? And you know how people be having a sectional couch? She had a sectional, and the back of the sectional was like to the door. So like when you walk in the door, you can see the back of the sectional, right? You know, and then like her living room, everything else was like over here, her TV and all whatever shelving she had and all that. So I'm sitting on the couch watching the TV because we playing like YouTube or something. So I'm watching whatever's on, you know, sipping my little libation, playing with my baby, right? Okay, so I hear some knocking at the door. I turn around, you know, look behind me, and I tell her, hey, because like her kitchen was like this way. So I'm like, hey, you know, somebody at the door. I mean, but she heard it, but I was just telling her because she didn't come right away. But anyway, so, you know, when they knocking, I'm talking about police knock. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So I'm like, okay. So she get the door, and of course I don't think nothing of it. I'm thinking that, you know, some more family members is arriving, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we finna get it popping, like, right? Okay, so she go to the door, and she open the door, and she has like a door and a screen door. She opened the door, and then she looks, and she looks out the screen door, and then she was like, oh, it's this bitch. And then she closed the door, right? So I'm like, what? I mean, who is this bitch? Who is she? Who? That I don't ask no questions because this ain't my house. I don't listen. I don't say who come by here or what. I don't have no right to ask nobody what's going on with them. Okay, none. So anywho, whatchamacallit, I just sit there and I don't think none of it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. Okay, so remember how I said you walk in the door, her sectional is to the back. My back, I'm sitting on the sectional. It's to the door, right? Right in front of me is her bedroom door. That's very important. Right in front of me is her bedroom door. So I'm sitting, I can look directly into her room, the TV right there, the sectional right here, the door in the back right here. Okay, got it. So we just sit there or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe she sees somebody, Jehovah's Witness. I know a lot of people be closing their door on them. Maybe it's somebody, some neighborhood crackhead that always come over asking for sugar. I don't know who it is, and I don't really think much of it because this ain't my house and whatever, right? So she go back in the kitchen. Then she go in her room, and then she come out, and I noticed that she got like some different shoes on, because at first I think she had on like maybe some slide-on shoes or some sandals, and now she got on tennis shoes, right? So I'm like, okay, is she going for a quick jog? I don't know what's going on, but I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, I mean, it's a barbecue, it's a family barbecue, people gonna be here, it's gonna be all good, right? She opens the door, and then all of a sudden she start arguing with the person behind the door, right? The person behind the door is like, I'm gonna whoop your A. You hit me. You caught me off guard. You snuck me. And now we finna have a rematch and all that. So obviously I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking about it. This person obviously has fought her before. They've gotten into a fight because she said that she hit her. She said Tamela hit her, and she hit her off guard. She done blindsided the girl, and that she want a rematch, right? So I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm thinking like, oh, she put on her shoes. She's about to go outside, have a little rematch right quick. Everything will be fine. She'll come back in afterwards, and you know, things will be cool. That's all these thoughts are going through my head. Like I'm talking about split second. Like it's just like 1, 2, 3. Like I'm just thinking these little things, right? So yeah, so they start arguing and all that, and she's like, oh, she was like, yeah, you shouldn't have did it. Well, you knew what you was doing and all of that. So mind you, I don't know what they're talking about, but I just hear them arguing. They just yelling, right? And my baby, she like perked up, but she's still playing because I mean, at this point, nothing's really happening, right? Then all of a sudden, she look at me and she say, Anaise, move right quick. I'm finna whip this. What? What you mean? Like, and I'm thinking in my mind, two things was happening in my mind. One, this is a family barbecue. Don't fight at the family barbecue. What are you doing? Two, wouldn't you want to go outside and whoop her? You don't want to be fighting all over the house, do you? That's what was going through my head. And then so, what's up, y'all? I hate to interrupt y'all video, but I had to pop in and let you know that I am an artist. If you like rap music, please check out my other channel. It's called Anaisism. I'm gonna leave the link below. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for all the support. Back to the video. So I stand up and I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And I'm trying to like figure out, like, is she serious? And, you know, because sometimes people can say stuff and they don't really mean what they say, right? So I'm like, is she serious? Like, girl, what you mean? What you talking about? Before I could get all of my questions out, this girl had unlocked her screen door, y'all. She had unlocked the screen door and let the girl in.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Right? So I'm like, Of course, I'm standing up. I got my baby in my hand, right? And I'm like, what? Like, what, you know, like, what's going on? What are y'all doing? And they just start going at it. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
oh my God. Oh my God. Like, and I'm standing there and I'm literally frozen at first, right? Because I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, they fighting. I'm holding my baby, right? And I'm like this. If you're fighting somebody, right, and it's a one-on-one fight, I'm usually not the type of person who will jump in. Now, if that person is substantially bigger than you and they're pummeling you and you're somebody that I know and love, I will help you. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit them in the back of the head, get them off you or something, because it's kind of an unfair fight. Okay, we'll even it out a little bit. But for the most part, I mean, I don't know what you got going on with this person. That ain't got nothing to do with me, you know, because as many fights as y'all gonna hear me talk about, I've never had a fight that was mine. I've never had a problem with somebody and they like, look, you know, I want to fight you, come meet me outside, and we fought because of something that had something to do with me. I always fought defending somebody else. Always. I'm a protector. I'm the oldest child. I ride for my people, but I don't ride when it's unnecessary because I don't really like fighting. I don't like it. You know, you get all scratched up, you be bleeding, people bleed on you, they be sweating, and I don't like that. It mess up your hair, and even though, you know, my hair don't be combed, but still, I don't like to get into all of that, okay? So I try to stay neutral. If I see you getting the shit beat out of you, I'll try to help you. But other than that, you're kind of on your own. Yo. So anyway, so they just start fighting. They going, and when I tell you, they throwing them just like two boxers, just whoop, 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 whoop. And then so they're at the door at first, and then they start moving. And where are they moving to? Towards me. Okay? Towards me and my baby. All right? So I'm sitting there. So I'm having to like walk out the way. This is a moving fight. They are literally, now at this point, they have moved to the couch. They're by the couch where I was sitting, like on the back of the couch fighting. She got the girl linked over. I'm not gonna lie. Tamela whooped this girl. She beat the hell out of this girl. But so she had the girl linked over the couch. She's giving it to her, right? All of a sudden, they fall over the couch. Now they're like 3 feet away from me. I'm over here, but I'm back into a corner. She has a sectional, okay, that's blocking off this section of the house. You have to go around on this side to get into the space where I'm at. So I'm in the corner. I don't have no way out but through this fight, okay? So I'm just standing, I'm like, come on, y'all tripping, man. Come on, I'm standing here with my baby, like, and I'm getting mad because I just feel like, why would you put me in this situation, okay? So I'm getting pissed, okay? You know, I'm trying to avoid putting my baby down and possibly putting her in more danger to whoop one of these bitches because I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. And I'm like, if somebody hit me or hit my baby, that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to put her in her car seat. I'm gonna have to secure her somewhere over in this corner, and she finna see her mama get down, because there's no way in hell you didn't put me in danger. Why would you even, in my mind, I'm like, why would you even open that door? You know, I'm in here with my baby. If anything, like, okay, Anaise, you know, I gotta fight. Let me go lock myself in a room or something. I mean, come on now. Like, you didn't even consider me, but okay, that's neither here nor there. All right, so they start moving. They're moving towards me, right? And I'm just like, man, come on, man. Like, and I'm just praying that nothing happened, because I would hate to have to put this baby down and show y'all what I'm about. Like, and I am not like that, but I'm a scary person. So I'm scared that something could happen to my child. So I'm finna go wild. I'm finna do whatever I need to do. I don't even care at this point, because ain't nothing finna get to her. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so they're moving. They move like close to me. They're like right in front of my feet at some point, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I stood on her couch because like I'm trying to get away from it, and they keep moving, right? Then I'm just like, after these, and this is all happening in a couple seconds, right? So after these few seconds, I'm like, you know what? I'm just finna get myself, I'm finna go. Ain't no more barbecue. I ain't hungry no more. I'm going home, right? So I look and I start looking for my stuff. So I see like my diaper bag, they didn't fought over. It's all spilled out or whatever. That ain't really important. You know, I got extra diapers and stuff in the car. That ain't really important. What I'm looking for is my keys that were in the diaper bag. When I finally find my keys, y'all, and like I said, y'all, they keep moving. When I finally find my keys, guess where my keys are? Under them. They're literally fighting. She's on top of the girl. Like I said, Tamela was beating the hell out of the girl. She's on top of the girl, beating her, like, you know what I'm saying? And they're literally, I can see like this shiny little thing I had on my keys, like part of one of my keychains, right? So they're fighting on top of my keys, and they're like in the doorway of her room. So I couldn't go in the room. I couldn't really get past them without somebody potentially kicking me or whatever to even get my keys and to snatch them from up under the girl. So I just decided to wait until they were done. And because this wasn't this wasn't no regular fight. This is a fight amongst family members. Come to find out, the girl is her damn cousin, right? So when I tell you they was fighting for, it was a good like 5 minutes, an actual 5 minutes, and that's a long ass fight. That's a long ass time for me to be trying to figure out how I'm about to get out of here. Okay, like it was just, when I tell you, it was horrible. It was horrible. She beat the girl up, and then finally the girl didn't want no more. The girl like, okay, so she let the girl get up and sent her on her way. She went in that restroom, she fixed her little hair up again, and then she gonna have the nerve to come out and say, yeah, so food will be ready in about 30 minutes. Food will be ready in 30 minutes. I said, girl, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm finna go home. I don't know what has transpired here. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care what's going on. You know, me and my baby gonna go, because I don't know at this point. I don't know, is the girl gonna come back? Is another person gonna come over that you need to whoop? I don't know, and I don't want to be around that. Okay, so I'm finna go. I'm about to go home. I had a good time. It's nice seeing you. Your house beautiful. I got to go. So I collect my stuff. And I get in my car, and she's like, no, Anaise, you don't gotta go. I'm telling you, she ain't gonna be back. You see what I just did to her? Oh, I see. And that's enough for her to come back with 12 sisters. Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna do this. No. And her sister and her daughter, it just so happened like she had a room all the way in the back. They just so happened to be back there, so they just kind of stayed back there. They didn't even budge. They didn't say nothing or nothing. I mean, they probably used to it. That's they sister and they auntie, so they probably used to it. So they were just back there, and they was cool. Nothing even fazed them. But I was ready to go. I don't live like that. My house was real quiet at this time. Okay, it wasn't nothing going on but me and this baby interacting. Okay, so that was it. But anywho, so yeah, come to find out, she fought the girl because the girl had sat on her ex-husband's lap at a family function or something like that. So yeah, she later told me like a couple years later when it was all over, you know, and she was like, yeah, she sat on his lap and all of that, and you know, that was disrespectful. So I guess when she was at the family function the first time, what the girl was talking about, she blindsided her. She was sitting on the dude's lap, and then Tamela hit her, and she started whooping her, and I think she whooped her then at that family function, and then the girl wanted to go again, and then she came to this lady's house and got whooped again. That's why you don't go to nobody's house. But anyway, so yeah, so it was crazy. I'm like, man, I could not believe that I was invited into what I thought was a nice establishment, and that went on. Like, I was not expecting anything but barbecue ribs and potato salad. Okay, but I got a full 3-piece biscuit and 2 sides. Like, I was just like, I just, you know, and everybody's different, and I ain't judging nobody. I love Tamela, you know, we are still very good friends to this day, but I don't do that. I'm not like that, you know, I'm not like that. So, but yeah, y'all, that was a story time about how I went to my friend's house for a barbecue and it ended in a brawl. Don't forget to stay tuned for the new music at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. You already know what I wish. I wish you love, peace, and a lifetime of listening to Anaise. And I'm out.
Stop hate, let's congratulate. We gotta come together before we separate. Gotta dream big like a heavyweight. All this negativity we can't perpetuate. Stop hate, let's congratulate. We gotta come together before we separate. Gotta dream big like a heavyweight. All this negativity we can't perpetuate. Speak with your heart, I'm trying to feel something. I won't just entertain, I'm trying to heal something. Put a smile on your